Some absolute legends.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division champion of the world, El Niño de Oro, Jorge Linares. Fighting out of the blue corner, from San Antonio, Texas, introducing the 2-division champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're going to be found wanting.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Just missed with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want a knockout, you can tell. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Perfect counter shot. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that straight left. They blocked the left there. How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two.
What do we expect to see here in round 2? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope that...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. That uppercut just missed. Caution being thrown to the wind. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. The jab not finding its target. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Oh, that punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Linares in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? And there's the bell to start round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nope, that jab not going to score. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Linares in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt.
That was a terrible round, that was. Come on.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Good counter punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Hook misses. No rest for the weary. Through the hook, didn't land. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched him? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for. There's the bell to start round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Do you believe this? There's a counter shot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with the left hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. The courage on display here is incredible. Quick punch scores. Beautiful counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't...
Round 7, here we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's getting...
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight is going to be over. Round 8, and we're off again. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And he scores with the counter. Incredible work rate. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Catch and shoot. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Some real good back and forth between these 2 fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a tough way to lose it, by split decision.
A split decision? How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision? Who's doing this job? Todd, tell me. Come on, talk to me, man.